Hi, I'm Dan, and welcome to the Puzzling Life. I've got some fun stuff to show you this week, so let's dive right in. We're going to start with some viewer comments. Our first comment is from Puzzle Piece 9509, commenting on last week's Puzzling Life video. In that video, I showed this pomegranate puzzle called The Wedding Dance with art by Peter Bruegel. Not surprised you didn't want to do the Bruegel jigsaw. I believe quite a number of his paintings are rather dark and therefore difficult to do as jigsaws. I prefer colorful images like Circular Forms by Robert Delaunay, and those referred to as nostalgia. So I had to look up the Delaunay, and I totally agree this looks like a great, really fun image to puzzle. This artwork is available on a puzzle by Bluebird Puzzles. I'll put that link in the description. They continue. Each of us has our preferred types of images and tend to stick to them. Do you have a favorite brand/image, or just happy to try whatever comes your way? This is sort of a tough question to answer. The brands that I do the most would probably be Ravensburger, Pomegranate, Springbok, and maybe Gallison. But part of the reason for that is those brands are just readily available where I live, and they all put out lots of puzzles, so they're easy to find. But I do like to have a lot of variety in my puzzling. I like to try new brands I haven't ever tried before, and I love it when I find a puzzle image that's really fresh that doesn't remind me of anything else I've ever seen. This next comment comes from Arizona Jen 7577, commenting on the Puzzling Life from 2 weeks ago where I mentioned the subscription service Completing the Puzzle. Jen writes, "The subscription service reminded me of a fun program. Have you checked with your local library for a puzzle trade? My county library does a puzzle exchange twice a month. Also, do you have a local Friends of the Library bookstore? If so, check there for puzzles. I buy 5 or 6 puzzles a week at my local FLBS. And on sale days, forget it. I buy 15 to 20 on sale day if they have the inventory." Jen, these are great suggestions. I have looked around to try to find a puzzle swap in my area, and I've checked what the library has to offer. My library did a puzzle extravaganza event earlier this year that I wasn't able to go to, but it doesn't look like they have anything on an ongoing basis. And I totally had not thought about the Friends of the Library book sale. My library has sales a couple days a week at different locations. I don't know if they sell puzzles there, but I'm definitely going to check it out now, and I'll let you know. But those are some great tips for anyone looking for some cheap secondhand puzzles. And speaking of cheap secondhand puzzles, let's take a look at my puzzle haul from this week. This first puzzle is a thrift store find. It's from a company called Tessellations. The date on it is 1999, and it's still sealed in the plastic. It's a morph magic puzzle called Mysterious Island. The puzzle features anamorphic artwork, and it comes with a cylindrical mirror. So when you set the cylinder down on the image in the right spot, it reveals a hidden image. So I thought this was just too cool to pass up. The image depicts the mysterious island from the Jules Verne book, and then the hidden image is going to be a picture of Jules Verne's face. You know I love to find something weird and different for jigsaw puzzles. This next one was sent to me by Puzzle File viewer Amanda. She picked this up for a few dollars and then felt like she didn't have the stomach for it. And I can see why. This is the Octagonal Fractal Puzzle by Torched Products. It's 100 pieces. It looks very challenging. Amanda, I'm not promising I can finish it, but I will definitely give it a go. Next, I have a new puzzle by Woodbests. This is called Mystical Peacock. This will be my first Woodbests puzzle, so I'm very interested to see how it is. And I think the image is great. These are beautiful colors. I did a whole video comparing laser-cut wooden puzzle brands, so I'll be very interested to see how Woodbests compares to the ones I reviewed in that video. And the last thing this week, this was another thrift store find, and I could not pass it up. These are Puzzle Valentines featuring the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The date on these is 2005, and they were made by Paper Magic Group. The set has 16 puzzle valentines. And the idea is you can write a message on here, and then you take the puzzle apart and put it in the envelope, and the recipient has to solve the puzzle so they can read your message. I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I guess I could give them out on Valentine's Day. I don't know. But I just couldn't pass these by when I saw them in the thrift store. The puzzle I'm adding to my wish list this week are these geode puzzles by Nervous System. These wooden puzzles look so cool. The piece cuts are super interesting, and the geode patterns are generated by an algorithm, so each puzzle is 100% unique. They're all one of a kind. These are so cool. I would love to have one, but I don't know how I could choose just one. They come in a few different sizes, and they're pretty expensive, so this would have to be kind of a special occasion puzzle for me. This first one is a 1,000-piece My Ravensburger, so those are their custom puzzles. My friend B ordered this puzzle for me for my birthday. This is a photo of me and her. Quality-wise, this puzzle was fantastic. I love Ravensburgers, and the My Ravensburger custom puzzles feel just like a regular Ravensburger. Really nice pieces, really nice fit. A little glary, especially because this puzzle has a lot of dark sections. I was not sure how I was going to like this image because there's so many shadowy dark sections. But when you look at it real close, there's really a lot of different varieties of texture and color in here. And a lot of this that looks flat black actually has a lot of texture going through it. So this was really a good choice of image. I had a lot of fun with this. This is a really special puzzle for me that's obviously going to stay in my permanent collection. Next up is this little beauty from Peace Love Soul called Rest by artist Ivy Wu. Peace Love Soul is a really cool brand supporting women artists of color. A percentage of every sale goes back to the artists and to supporting student artists and their teachers in the community. This was not an easy image, but I ended up having a really good time with it. I actually shot a whole video of this puzzle, and I haven't had the time to edit it yet, so that'll be coming at some point. The quality of the pieces was really great, and if you're put off by this particular image, just know the rest of their puzzles have a lot of color. And finally, this is Tchotchke by Piecework Puzzles. I have been wanting to try this brand for so long. I finally picked this one up at the thrift store a few weeks ago. The quality on these is fantastic. The pieces feel great. The pieces have really unique shapes. They're grid cut, but they have really unique connectors that make them a lot of fun to work with. Nice thick pieces, nice matte finish on them. When I showed this in my puzzle haul a couple weeks ago, I was saying I wasn't sure how hard it was going to be because it would depend on if there were like lots of solid blue pieces in between the objects. So it turned out there were lots and lots of solid blue pieces, and it definitely did make it more challenging. But having this nice gradient in the blue made it very doable. The whole thing came together pretty quickly. I don't think it's a very beautiful image, but I don't think that was the point of this one. It was really fun to puzzle. All right, that's it for me this week. Let me know what's going on in your puzzling life.